Hi, it's Elisa from Tower Reiki Love, and welcome to your card of the week for July 31st to August 6th. Welcome, August. We're 1 month closer to my favorite time of year. So as I said, I'm doing a card of the week rather than a full reading of the week. So it's still a reading, of course, but it is a 1 card reading rather than a spread. And I just felt called to do that this week, to really just kind of keep things simple. So that's why I decided to just choose 1 card. And I'm using my Reiki Oracle deck. Which again, as I mentioned last week, I've had to put it on the back burner because I'm so busy working on my getting ready for my book launch. So the Reiki Oracle's kind of gotten put on the back burner, but by using the deck, I want to still keep the energy fresh. And remind myself that I'm going to make time for it this month, hopefully, to work on it. So speaking of energy, excuse me, speaking of energy, here's your card of the week. It is energy. And it says, everything is energy in motion. Everything is energy in motion. And the operative word or words is in motion. So what I want you to think about for the week, and I think what the card is asking you to focus on this week, is not just to pay attention to the energy within you and the energy around you, but how are you putting it in motion, or how is it in motion for you, and how can you change it? How can you move it? I mean, really think of yourself as kind of a shapeshifter, that you have the ability to change the energy, and the energy that you put forth comes back to you multiplied. So think about how that energy works within you and how you can move that energy. So for example, and I'm going to use a very, very basic example here. So even as something like you have a stomach ache or you have a headache, think about the energy around that pain. And how can you shift it instead of focusing on, oh, this hurts, I hate this, I always get stomach aches, or I always get headaches. How can you think about just sending love to the pain where your head is, sending love to your solar plexus or your sacral chakra, where your stomach problems are likely to occur, or to your root chakra even. Think about just, and almost visualize the pain moving out and the light moving in, or something like that. Oops, I banged my mic a little bit. And your pain necessarily isn't going to go away from that, but moving the energy around like that, you may suddenly get a solution to a problem. You may suddenly find yourself making peace with something or someone in your mind. Another vision may come to you in your mind's eye that didn't necessarily have anything to do with stomach pain or headache pain, but you've shifted the energy somehow so that it sets other things in motion. Here's another example, and this is a real life example for me. So I'm going to put the card down because my arm is hurting. So as many of you, if you follow me in my author career, I've had a difficult time in the last 5 years or so with it. And in the last 2 years, I would say, especially the last year, I've been trying to getting back into it, and I've kind of been dipping my toes in, but not fully going all the way in. And it wasn't until it's really funny. I was doing work with was doing work with the tarot cards, and I was trying to clear some limited beliefs that I had with doing tarot work, but it all kept coming back to the writing. And what I realized was I was terrified to get my heart broken again. It was almost like being in a relationship, you know, when you're so afraid to get into a relationship again because you're afraid of getting your heart broken again. Well, it was the same thing with the writing career. I was afraid of getting my heart broken again. I was afraid I was never going to have another idea to write another book. I was afraid nothing was ever going to sell again. I was afraid. And most of all, I was afraid of getting my heart broken. Something finally shifted in that in that limiting belief work, I finally said, I am going to release the fear. And it didn't mean that my heart was never going to get broken again. I just was no longer going to be afraid of it. And the moment I did that, the moment I released the fear and shifted the energy to one of trust, to one of trust and acceptance and love, everything shifted in my career, in my writing career. All of a sudden, I had my book started selling again, my backlist, with little to no promotion on my end. All of a sudden, every month it was going up a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. This past month, July, has been my best month yet. I got some podcast gigs, and I've been doing interviews and things like that. The launch of my own book, everything's kind of falling into place with that. And even then I had some rejection with that book, and yet I wasn't afraid of it. I didn't let it define me anymore. I accepted it. I responded to it rather than react to it. So just the act. So here, I'll bring the card up again. So just the act of putting new energy in motion, namely letting go of fear and changing it to trust and acceptance of, no matter what happens, I am going to be okay. But this is the thing I really, really, really want to do with my life. This is my love. This is my passion. All of that. The energy moved. And it's been glorious. It's been wonderful. It's not been easy, because I didn't ask for easy, but it's been a release. So it's been a delight. So this is what I'm inviting you to focus on for this coming week. Focus on the energy. Observe what you're putting into the world. Observe what is surrounding you. What are you attracting? How are you responding versus reacting? Think about all of those things, and think about it in motion, that you can be a shapeshifter. You can shift the energy around you. Even something silly like, this morning, I just said to my husband, well, I'm cranky. Why put that energy into the world? Why not say, oh goodness, another beautiful morning. So think about that. So focus on that for the week. Focus on the energy. Focus on the energy you want to surround you. Focus on the energy you want to bring into the world. Focus on what you can move around without expectation. Don't have any expectation of, if I do this, then something good will happen to me, or this will, if I'm nice to this person's going to be nice to me. You don't want to have any kind of expectation or condition on it. But think about, what do you want to put into this world? How do you want to be a shapeshifter? How do you want to put that energy in motion? Okay. So that is your card of the week. Because we are coming into a new month, that also means month at a glance readings. So if you would like a month at a glance reading, you can contact me at Elisa, Elisa, at Tarot Reiki Love, all one word.com, and schedule a month at a glance reading so you could see what's in store for August. I would love to do one for you. Actually, I have a lot of fun with month at a glance readings. In the meantime, have a wonderful week. I don't know about you guys, it's gonna be another really scorching week here where in my part of the world. So I hope wherever you are hydrating, you are staying cool, you are healthy, you are safe, and I am sending all my love to you.